Hey guys, Dwayne Richens. Want to walk you through the path on how to get into that forever home. Unfortunately, guys, things are expensive. As you graduate college, you're not going to be able to buy that forever house. Many of you are probably in your 40s and still aren't in that dream house that you'd love to have and stay forever in. Now, I'm going to tell you some of the steps that I've taken to help build a portfolio to have wealth in real estate, as well as get into investment properties and to build. Now, that path is hard and it's changed over time, and it's going to continue to get worse as time progresses. So as you start looking at your real estate path, no, you got to start somewhere. Where I started was a $30,000 house that I bought for my sister a long time ago when I just got back off my mission. We ended up doing a bunch of renovations to it. And with those renovations, we were able to sell it for $80,000. Now, as I continued to build, we bought a condo after that. Lived in the condo for about 2 to 3 years. And this was back in 2007. We sold that condo and I bought my first house. Now, this house was out way west in an area that wasn't, it was developing. It was an older, not older house, but it wasn't brand new. I think it was about 6 or 7 years old when I bought it. And we finished the basement. That house actually did not make me money. I held it for about 4 years. I bought really high in 2007. The market crashed in 2008. In 2012, we got back out of it about what we had invested into buying it. Now, what money we had came from principal pay down, our down payments, and getting into it with just those monthly payments. So we bought a house out in Eagle Mountain where new construction was starting. There was a lot of appreciation. So we got into that house. You'll laugh, but we picked up this 4,300 square foot house for about $430, $450, right in that range. And we finished the basement and we did upgrades and we worked on the yard and we did other things to it. This was on an acre piece of ground. And convinced my wife that, man, we're not gonna be able to afford an acre of ground if we don't hurry get on it. So I can have my animals and you can have your pool and we can have our happy medium. And at that point, it grew and we gained value and more homes came in. And I told my wife, I says, hey, look, I need to buy that 5 acre piece of ground. If not, we're not gonna be able to afford it. And the answer was yes. I mean, prices continue to go up. In the meantime, I had bought a duplex in Orem and I held it for about 3 years. We made about $250,000 selling the duplex and I bought the piece of land. We sat on the land for about a year as I convinced my wife to move from our acre lot that she loved in a wonderful subdivision to build our dream home. And I told her, look, we're not gonna be able to afford that house if we don't get into it soon. So we started working on that house and building the house. It was more expensive than we ever thought we'd spend on a house. But looking back now, the land we bought has almost doubled, more than doubled in value. And our home that we built has more than tripled in value. And so I look back and go at our journey and said, man, if we wouldn't have dove in and started with those simple things, buying a house and gaining equity, selling that house, getting another house and gaining equity, taking our money and being very frugal, saving that money, and then buying another house and building our way up, we wouldn't have made it. Now, for all of you guys that are looking at getting a real estate portfolio, start with that primary residence. If you have to start out by house hacking, where you buy a house and rent the basement, do it. Move in a year, do it again, move in a year. Buy a duplex, rent out to one side. Now, if you're more established and you're into a home that you love, great. But if it's not your forever home, take all that equity. The average person has about $400,000 in equity. Take some of that equity and invest in real estate. We're supposed to get a 27.4% increase over the next 3 years. Now, as you invest in this real estate, let it grow, let someone else make your payments for you, have the principal pay down from it, write off on your taxes all that you can depreciate, because you can depreciate the whole price of the property over 27.5 years. You also can have appreciation. Now, a big appreciation number is going to help you as well as someone else paying your mortgage down. So all of these things factor in. Do that as many times as you can. Now, there's places where you can put 10% down and get into an investment property. Others require 25% down. So save, get into a high yield savings account, put enough money, pull from your 401k if you have to get into some other properties. Ride that equity train up. And then once you get a bunch of equity in there, sell those properties and then get into that forever home or invest further in real estate. But you have to start by getting into real estate. If you throw your money into a 401k and let's say you get a 5% return. So $100,000 at a 5% return, you're going to gain $5,000. Now, if you take that same $100,000 and you throw it into a $250,000 property, and that $250,000 property appreciates at 5%, you're getting a $12,500 return just off appreciation. So guys, it's more than double. Then you're going to be able to depreciate, and then you're going to get the principal pay down. And so as you look at all these options, investing in real estate is going to get you way more equity, way faster than anything else out there. So invest, allow that appreciation to grow, allow your wealth to grow in that, sell it off, and continue to play the monopoly game until you can get into your forever house, until you can build a retirement, until you can do whatever you're looking to do. If you'd like to have a consultation, I would love to meet with you personally. I've got 68 doors right now. We're building our 69th, and we are growing. And I've done it over quite a few years. I mean, I'm about 9-10 years into this that I've been building my real estate portfolio. So let me show you how I've done it. I can walk you through step by step and help you to start building that legacy of real estate wealth. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, over the last 5 years, we've gained appreciation on average of 68%. Now, we're probably not gonna have that every year going forward, but that is a massive jump. way more than I would have seen in anything else that I would have invested in. And it came off the full purchase price of the home, the value of the home, not what I invested. So as you look at doing this, I can show you the pros and cons, where to invest, how to invest. I can show you where to buy, what appreciation is going to gain you the best equity if you're here in Utah, help you buy a house, sell it. There's homes here in Eagle Mountain right now that you can pick up brand new that are 3,000 square feet that are just about $530,000 that will be over $700,000 in just a few years. So if you want to get on this train, please give me a call, 801-243-4544. Thanks for watching today, you guys.